The Atlantic Basin Initiative, the project in which I have been most involved recently, is an attempt to reconceive the Atlantic space. We're all well aware and have been focused on the traditional transatlantic, northern Atlantic dimension of Atlanticism. But given the state of affairs nationally, regionally, globally, there is a need to attempt to look into the future horizon and see where we can best make an attempt to conserve the positive, let's say, legacies of the West. This is an ambitious project that we are conceiving of over the long term. The idea is to broaden our traditional perspective in Atlanticism, which has been limited to the United States and Europe, and to bring in, engender the participation of other actors in the Atlantic, particularly in the southern Atlantic. We're looking at this from many points of view. One of the vectors with the most potential in the short run is to pursue collaboration across the pan-Atlantic space in key strategic areas. And the first that we have begun to experience early interest is in the realm of energy collaboration, transnational collaboration on energy issues, but conceived of as collaboration that's pan-Atlantic. This is the new value added that we hope to engender. This means that our principal actors are not necessarily the Europeans and the United States. Of course, we are present in this initiative, but the key is to come into contact with and conceive of new types of collaboration with the Africans and with the Latin Americans. Spain has a particularly interesting role to play in such an Atlantic Basin initiative. Spain has been one of the European countries that has placed particular emphasis on the transatlantic relationship and has been one of the staunchest partners from the European side in this relationship, despite the perceptions of many ups and downs in the bilateral relationship between Spain and the United States. But because of Spain's presence in the southern Atlantic, well, let's say in the entire western Atlantic, from North America, Central America, the Caribbean, South America, together with its Iberian partner, Portugal. I would say almost Iberia has a special role to play because of the contacts in the southern Atlantic. Spain has probably more historical roots, more historical links to the Atlantic than many other European countries. That's not to say that the rest of Europe would not be interested in such a vector or such a new vision, but from my perspective, I think Spain, and again, I would also mention our Portuguese colleagues as well, have a particularly obvious role to play, and probably one which would contribute much value added.